Good evening, Johar, and welcome everyone to another game in the Women's Hero Hockey India League, coming to you from the Marangom ke Jaipal Singh AstroTurf Stadium here in Ranchi. It's match number 9 between the JSW Surma Hockey Club versus Odisha Warriors. It's a top table clash between two teams who have been informed and who have registered wins galore.
Good evening, Rachi. It is hockey time. JSW Surma Hockey Club versus Odisha Warriors. Captain Salima Tete, Neha Goyal are at the center with the on-field umpires ready. It's time for the toss. नेहा टॉस जीत लिया है क्या करने का फैसला है प्ले Odisha Warriors have won the toss and they have decided to start the play.
Two very good friends leading out their respective franchises. It is Neha Goyal for the Odisha Warriors and Salima Tete, the recently crowned Arjuna Awardee, leading the JSW Surma Hockey Club. This is Arun Venugopal here on commentary. And alongside me is Devan Sen. A very, very good evening to you. Where JSW Surma Hockey Club and Odisha Warriors are looking for a victory to secure bragging rights. Both the teams have 3 victories from 4 matches, but this will be the big encounter and the winner of this match could potentially. We'll have a look at the teams as well. Savita starts on goal. There's Nikki Pradhan, the experienced campaigner, alongside Vaishnavi Palke, who will handle defense. Sophie Hamilton, Maria Vashur, Salima Tete will be in midfield. Charlotte Stapenhorst and Charlotte Anglebert will be right up front, providing threat after threat, much like they did yesterday.
And no shortage of attacking options on the other side as well. You've got Yibi Janssen with the penalty corners. Neha Goyal has also scored a goal. Frika Moish has been in good form. Rutuja Pisal has looked quite impressive. And watch out for the likes of Sakshi Rana as well as Kanika Sivach, who've been quite exceptional off the bench.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
It's Johar and good evening to one and all here. It is the JSW Sumo Hockey Club taking on the Odisha Warriors. It's the Odisha Warriors in their orange and blue outfit who are pushing from left to right, and Team Surma in their all white outfit, in fact, are pushing from right to left in the commentary box. This is Arun Venugopal and alongside me is Devan Sen.
You would expect big performances tonight because both teams know what's at stake. An outright win will secure a position in that final.
As far as both these teams are concerned, they have been leading the pack with regards to every single statistic. We will get to that, but JSW Surma for the moment are on the rampage. Played it a little too heavily up front, and which is why Sophie Hamilton could not really do much with it, but was a promising build-up nevertheless. Again, trying to initiate the attack through the left, and it's worked very well for Odisha Warriors. Just a little soft was Victoria Soz in necessitating the turnover. Now Sonam beats 1, beats 2, has to speed. Caitlin Nobbs has closed her out. Good piece of defending there, screening her ever so efficiently.
Odisha Warriors at the moment playing just with one player, one solitary forward up front, just looking for that long ball from time to time. That position has been alternated between the likes of Rutuja Pisal as well as Kanika Sivach. In fact, on the previous move, Kanika had an opportunity perhaps to slip a ball through for Rutuja, but there was some good solid defending.
It's a good aerial there, and look for that snapshot did Charlotte Stapenhorst, but there's a referral that has been sought by her.
Rachel, I've played on from the shot. The Surma Club are asking for a foot, and also if the player was 5 metres, so they're looking for a penalty corner.
5-meter rule is also being asked.
I have advice for you. The player was not 5 from the aerial ball, therefore you can restart with a penalty corner and Surma keep their referral.
Excellent, thank you.
Turned out to be a smart referral from Charlotte Stapenhorst, and they have the first penalty corner of this fixture. And JSW Surma will be licking their lips in anticipation. Salima Tete with the injection. It is Penny Squibb. And good bit of rushing there by Deep Grace Eka, but she cannot avert a second penalty corner.
This is something we've seen so much during a long career with the Indian national team. Outstanding running skills from Deep Grace Eka.
Still Penny Squibb and Stepenhorst. And it is Penny Squibb again. Shot on target but was kept out. And the ricochet cannot be capitalized upon by Stepenhorst.
But this is good penalty corner work in the first two attempts. Much more up for it, JSW Surma. She's getting this one on target, evading the runner. Much better.
And the post rusher, like you rightly mentioned, did a great job. She stepped out the moment she knew that the goal was stopped and ensured that the ricochet did not prove to be dangerous. Maria Varshoor looks to wriggle herself out of the way of two defenders. Has done so well to change direction. Takes a shot, in fact, from just on top of the circle. Could not find a player inside.
Yes, the idea was absolutely right. Went with a fairly firm shot. And there was a player at the backside, at the back post rather. But just going a little too quickly for them. And Bartram also doing enough with her pads to just let that roll across harmlessly.
Maria Varshoor is again one of the many Netherlands players that we are seeing in this competition. In fact, there are 4 Netherlands players who are playing in this match from either side. And just a reflection of how well they have improved, because they did take part in the Tokyo Olympics after a long hiatus. They hadn't qualified for the previous 2 editions of the Olympics hitherto. And from there on, it's been a constant upswing, culminating in the recent gold medal at Paris.
And Arun, that's more or less a very good reflection of how competitive the European scene is in women's hockey. How interesting it has been, and it is difficult to qualify.
And it's been a competitive first quarter as well between both these sides, and you would expect that from the top 2 teams in this competition. JSW Surma and Odisha Warriors testing each other out relentlessly. And at the end of quarter 1, very little to choose between the two, although Surma have 2 more circle penetrations and an abundant number of penalty corners. At the end of quarter 1, JSW Surma Hockey Club and Odisha Warriors are deadlocked at 0-0. And the second quarter is underway. And we have team Surma pushing from right to left in all white, and Odisha Warriors are in their orange and blue attire, beginning this quarter with a lot of aplomb, with a lot of enterprise.
You would expect a better riposte from them, because the first quarter probably saw a bit more attacking edge from the Surma side. And as the match progresses, perhaps the fatigue from yesterday's game might just well set in. And that's where you would expect Odisha Warriors to just seize the moment and pounce.
Salima Tete dropping all the way down, and that's a new feature that we have seen in her role as captain of the Indian side, all at the age of 23. We'll have a look at the top goal scorers list after this piece of action, as Yibby Janssen leads the list, but she has been conspicuous by her relative.
Oh, indeed, meticulous Dutch planning. That's the way that she goes, but she's still top scorer. But watch out for Sonam as well. If and when she gets her opening, then she'll surely put the pressure on the opposition.
It's a good run there by Charlotte Anglebert. She has just looked up to find a player on the right. Is that Sonam? Sonam is in the wait. Good defending, but they still have the ball. Circle entry has also been made. It's a tight scramble, and that results in penalty corner number 3.
That was sensible play, and to begin with, a stupendous run from Anglebert. What was interesting was she left Sakshi Rana in her wake with her pace, and this was sensible play. Once you're surrounded by the opposition, just try and find a foot. With your back to the goal, you're not going anywhere, and that's the best thing to do for yourself.
Is likely to be in one of the batteries. She is in fact in battery number 1. But it's a bit of a false start. Jyoti could not really make capital of it, even as now Odisha Warriors are hitting on the counter. Rutuja Pisal looks to make the cross. There was an opportunity there with Kanika Sivach in the wait.
Very important touch by Sophie Hamilton. Jogging all the way back, dropping all the way back, and helping out in defense. and just making sure that she got that touch in. And at the other end, it was a mistake actually in terms of trapping. Akshata Dhekale was the one who was trying to trap that but couldn't. Otherwise, Jyoti may have had a chance to perhaps notch up the second penalty corner goal for JSW Surma in this campaign.
It's been end-to-end entertaining action so far. A clash of sticks almost at every possible juncture, and what they've done well is to completely shackle Freaka Mosh on the far right. She has got absolutely no way to outlet, and this is why she's looking for those close incisive passes, but it's a triangulated defense that is thwarting her attempts.
It is what we sort of anticipated, didn't we, Arun? Oh, this is a foot inside the D. That will be the first penalty corner now for the Odisha Warriors. And Yibi Janssen is, of course, on the pitch. So that will be welcome news for Yannicka Schopman. Great opportunity for them. This is exactly what happened. Going for the shot to begin with, coming off the foot and then hitting another foot as well. So just in case there was any doubt, it did go on and hit Sharmila's foot as well.
Second battery. And Yibi Janssen steps up and does fire one almost on target, but it has taken a deflection.
And that's again a function of one of the world's best players up against one of the world's best goalkeepers. Savita Punia makes herself a tough target, a big target, and that's exactly what's happened here. Yibi Janssen looking to squirt it as wide as possible, but Savita Punia comfortably putting out his left pad.
Now they are on the attack, and Surma once again neutralized them.
It's two heavyweight boxers going at each other, Arun, and that's why you're not seeing too many openings, because they've got tight defenses. They're sussing each other out. Hopefully in the second half we'll see some sort of an opening, some sort of inspiration.
Testing out Baljeet Kaur, who has support. Again, the defending has been nerveless. It has got all the makings of a Yannicka Schopman side, who sets a lot of emphasis on the defensive style of things. And she did mention that life is a lot easy when the likes of Neha and Nisha are around. And when Neha is also the captain, the communication between the coach and the player has been pinpoint.
And they can also transition into attack in the blink of an eye. And with their attacking line, they can turn even a half chance into a goal.
The half time is not too far, and it looks like it will be a 0-0 outcome for the moment. And the hooter signals the end of what's been a riveting opening period. We haven't seen a goal yet, but it's not been for want of effort. It's not been for want of action. There has been plenty of instances where both the teams have paraded their wares, have demonstrated in ample measure. The numbers also tell you that very little to choose between both the teams. Just two more circle penetrations for Odisha. But at half-time, JSW Surma Hockey Club and Odisha Warriors are 0-0. And the second half is upon us. In their all-white outfit, Team Surma are pushing from left to right, and Odisha Warriors are pushing from right to left in orange and blue. And this is Arun Venugopal on commentary alongside Devayan Sen for yet another riveting passage of play. Neha Goel now spreading those passes up front. Baljeet Kaur just overran it a little. Also, just speaking of the previous hit that Maria Vashur sustained, it was a bit of a friendly fire, really, given that both Vashur and Freaka Mosh are part of the Netherlands setup, played in the Olympics together, and now there will be a penalty corner.
There has been some intent in this first minute of play from the team in orange and blue, and they have been duly rewarded. Good ball played in and just finding the foot, even though Nikki Pradhan has actually had a very good game so far.
It will in all likelihood go to Yibi Janssen in battery number 1. It is Yibi Janssen who strikes out. It's a great shot on target, and once again the impregnable wall. Savita Punia has kept it out, but they still have an opportunity. But the redux didn't really go Odisha Warriors' way.
Two great saves in a short span of time. Counter-attack from JSW Surma, which is what often happens when you've just effected a terrific save.
It's a goal scorer from yesterday, Stepenhorst, the doughty German who's weaved herself past a couple of defenders. But Odisha Warriors have somehow provided a little more assurance in the back line. Once again, the first touch from Neha being a little heavy.
This was that penalty corner. Yet again, Yibi Janssen going for it, going a little further to the left. What a stretch from Savita. Savita Punea's reserve goalkeeper, Natalia Salvador, beg your pardon, made her debut at 2012 when she would have been just about 17 or 18. And Olivia Shannon also played her first match for New Zealand, the striker, at the age of 17.
It's really a sport where you start young, and it's also a sport that's generally driven by other players in your family. Just like the case of Yibi Janssen as well, where her father was a two-time Olympic medalist. Even as we speak, Salima Tete on the right. There is an opportunity there. Charlotte Stapenhorst on that occasion could not get a clean touch. Was looking for the first-time opportunity, but probably was caught in two minds.
Also the first significant contribution we have seen from Salima Tete. She's definitely got to have more of an impact in this game. This was the first opportunity we saw of her passing a ball through from the right and nearly finding Stapenhorst. Stapenhorst in a good position, just let down by her touch, a little too heavy for her.
Odisha Warriors keeping the ball well under their feet. Circle entry has been made, looking for the goal. Rutuja Pisal was right in front and unmarked, but the ball couldn't go all the way through to her. Caitlin Nobbs.
It was a decent slap, but needed to be more accurate. Oh, this is a poor giveaway.
Odisha Warriors are threatening to pepper the shooting circle, but they've just taken a little bit of a sting off the ball and taken too much time. And as a result, Surma, through Vashur, will regroup and build on the offensive. Sharmila Devi, known to be absolutely blistering across the flanks, has played Olivia Shannon up front. Deep Grace Eka showing a lot of composure and experience that comes with it. Just holding on to the ball a trifle longer, ensuring that Surma didn't run away with the momentum, but the kind of work rate that Vershaw has been putting it will be worthy of emulation for any young player. Jyoti Chhatri looking to somehow slam her way inside the circle. But Surma have also been adept at defending those hard slaps.
It was well defended by Penny Squibb, and our presenter colleague Surbhi Ved made a very accurate observation that she never plays without a scrunchie. It might be a different color every day, but she always plays with a scrunchie on. So it's these little tidbits which always help the commentators as well, because it helps you identify some of these players. And she can find the way to the back of the net, which could come in handy going into the fourth quarter, because it does look like the two teams will probably take this 0-0 scoreline into 45-minute mark.
And now Jyoti Chhatri looking for openings up ahead. Baljeet Kaur had in fact positioned herself at open spaces, but the third quarter is done and dusted, and both the teams will now head into the dugout with the knowledge that there are 15 minutes to break open the deadlock, or else it will be shootout territory from Salima Tete and Vershaw. But literally nothing to separate the teams. Just one more circle penetration for JSW Surma Hockey Club. At the end of the third quarter, JSW Surma and Odisha Warriors remain 0-0. To rouse her team in this fourth and final quarter. Quarter 4 is upon us, and JSW Surma will continue to push from left to right, and the Warriors are in their orange and blue attire. A bit of an anticlimactic start to the fourth and final quarter.
Bizarre back pass which led to a long corner for Odisha Warriors. You don't want to be making mistakes like that, especially when Odisha Warriors, as the match has gone on, have just grown in confidence and created a few openings for themselves.
Yibi Janssen has played Neha Goel, who's done so well to slither across the turf. That was a hard slap and some, which did catch Frika Mosh off guard. Maria was sure. Finding a player on the left. Played down the line now. Stepenhorst inside the circle. And she gets a penalty corner. And that will be the 4th penalty corner for Team Surma. And it's once again come off the stick of the German Stepenhorst.
Such a good impression in the last couple of games from the two Charlottes. Anglebert, she was on fire yesterday, and Stepenhorst has taken on that attacking mantle today, making a lot of things happen, just finding a foot. Caitlin Knobs.
You have Jyoti also in one of the batteries. But it doesn't go to her. The shot's taken, it was on target from Penny Squibb, but it wasn't a shot that could threaten the opposition.
Is not sure if that was Jocelyn Bartram, possibly might have been, looking at the pace at which it rebounded.
Osho's been pestilent. She's been relentless on the left.
Yes, good trap this time. That's a lot more positive on the other side of the pitch. And yes, Bartram, big right foot onto the way of it.
Over these last 2 quarters are the team from Punjab and Haryana, the Team Surma. There's the reserve goalkeeper that you see, Madhuri Kindo, has been a promising player at the junior level as well. And now Odisha Warriors through Neha Goel have found some impetus inside the circle. Rutuja Pisal, she's not able to beat the goalkeeper, and the ricochet has not been converted by their captain Neha Goel as well.
Well, not for nothing is she sometimes called Sevita Punya, because she saves everything. Incredible goalkeeping there. Great work from Neha Goel, because Pisal had a great angle, a good look at goal. But Savita, using all her experience, advancing a couple of steps forward. You can feel her exasperation, because that was by far the best opportunity for either side in this match.
Well, when Janaka Shopman was the coach of the Indian women's side, Savita was her captain. So she does know what Savita can deliver. She's been delivering under pressure, and it will be the marvel of fitness trainers around the country as to how much load can her muscles take. She has been employing the full stretch, and another circle entry, and her abductor and adductor are taking quite a bit of beating.
Arun just advertising that both members of the English commentary have been regular visitors to the nearby gym.
And I had a spot of leg day today, which explains the anguish in my voice.
But absolutely superb. The transformation which Savita also talked about in that little package that we saw before the game, about how she transforms herself from an absolute introvert outside of the field. She barely speaks. You can barely get a word out of her. It's such a commanding presence under the bar.
For what could be a potential shootout in the reverse fixture, of course, it was the JSW Surma Hockey Club that prevailed over Odisha Warriors. Now again lifted dangerously, penalty corner. Ruchika Wankhede just lifts her hands as if to say, what else do you expect me to adjudicate?
What an opportunity this is. Late in the game, you get the impression if one of these teams scores here, I think it was hit more in hope to begin with, and then just taking a little deflection from Neha, and then this ball rising and deemed to be dangerous play because it was very, very close to Sonam,
who is likely to be the drag flicker. Could this open up the game? It's not going to be Penny Squibb. It's a shot that comes at the stick of Jyoti, but there will be an encore. There will be another penalty corner, the 4th for, in fact, the 6th for the Warriors.
Going with a conventional hit, and it was Nisha Varsi's brave running which stopped the ball, but on her foot.
The trapping this time wasn't what they would have wanted. Baljit has an opportunity to break it open. Rutuja Pisal not getting a clean stick the first time around, holds on to it nevertheless. It's a give and go that's gone back to Rutuja.
Which is the clock which is standing between these two teams at the moment. It's really the only thing standing between us and a shootout. A second shootout here in Ranchi. Always a great bit of fun, isn't it, Arun?
It's a spectacle. It's quite a bit of theatre, really. Not good for the heart rate of the players and the coaches, but certainly for fans, the commentators and audiences alike. It's a delight. Now, Salima Tete, can she produce the match-winning goal, what could potentially be the match-winning goal. Odisha Warriors have turned it over rather instantly and swiftly. Jyoti Chhatri cannot hold on to the ball.
Such a critical defending clearance there from Stoffelsma. Just getting her stick in there, nipping that attack in the bud. It was a superb run from Salima Tete.
Jyoti Chhatri is also looking to ease things up. I think both the teams now know that the inevitable is upon themselves. They know that except a miracle, this game is heading to a shootout. And the hooter goes up here in shootout territory.
It's been so exciting. It's made my co-commentator channel his inner Ravi Shastri, hasn't it?
By virtue of the draw. And at the end of quarter 4, it is absolutely nothing to choose between these two teams. And the match score remains deadlocked at 0-0 at regulation time. We'll come back for the shootout. The first shootout. Off we go as Lily Stoffelsma marches ahead. She has 8 seconds to beat Savita Punya. Will she be able to do that? There's still time on the clock. She will not breach the wall. That is Savita Punya. Puts in a measured save without any fuss whatsoever.
Superb work from her. First getting that right stick out, anticipating right, which is why she didn't overcome it. And then making the second save as well. If she had missed out this one, there was a chance she could have conceded, but fantastic goalkeeping.
Early pressure now inflicted upon Team Surma. In fact, Odisha Warriors, Steppenhorst will now step up for her crack at the goal. Again, a botched attempt. In fact, Jocelyn Bartram really didn't have much to do. She would be wondering what the fuss was about.
Pure poor finishing because just didn't get a good enough touch. Wanted to take it away to the right, but over touching it and then just didn't have a open hell of getting to that ball.
Caitlin Nobbs looks composed, thinks about the backhander, but smoothly, with a lot of precision, just turns around and beats Savita Punya, making it 2-0 for Warriors and making the job that much harder for Surma.
That's so well done. That is absolutely superb from Caitlin Nobbs. Keeps her calm, turns around, and that just takes Savita completely out of the equation. And an unruffled finish. Now, this must be scored, otherwise Warriors are through in this match.
And they have perhaps the best candidate for the job, Charlotte Anglebert. The experienced Belgian will have to step up and score for Team Surma to stay in this shootout. Charlotte Anglebert. No, she cannot make it. It will be Odisha Warriors who secure their revenge. And what a performance under the goal for Jocelyn Bartram and the Odisha Warriors. They have ensured that Surma was kept goalless.
Absolutely, Anglebert letting fire very early and Bartram reading it perfectly, just going straight down the middle. That really was a poor attempt at a finish, and the disappointment was writ large on her face immediately afterwards. But what a performance this has been from both teams, and to think that Savita Punya, but in the end it was Jocelyn Bartram who stands firm, and her teammates help out by converting their chances, which is why this match has been won on shootout by the Odisha Warriors 2-0 after a goalless draw in regulation time in match number 9.